There's this huge shift happening in how developers are building with AI. We're moving out of the era of the solo assistant and stepping right into the dawn of the collaborative AI agent team. So I'm going to start with a pretty bold statement here. Your current AI coding assistant, it might actually be holding you back. If you're a developer, you've probably felt this, that little bit of friction, the clunky workflows, that feeling of your concentration just shattering. It's a super common problem, but it also points to a much, much bigger opportunity. At the heart of all this frustration is something we can call the AI agent juggle. It's that messy, awkward dance we all do trying to cram these amazing AI tools into a workflow that, let's be honest, needs our complete and total focus. Let me show you exactly what I'm talking about. This probably looks painfully familiar, right? We call it the 3-app problem. You're in your editor, you're in the zone, writing code, then you hit a wall. So you tab over to a separate AI agent for some help. The agent gives you a snippet, so you tab back to the editor to paste it in. And then finally you have to switch over to your browser just to see if the darn thing even worked. It's this non-stop, jarring cycle of context switching. And that constant switching, it is an absolute killer for achieving what this quote describes so perfectly. Real productivity, that deep flow state, doesn't come from frantic multitasking. It comes from long stretches of focus. And every single time you switch a window, that delicate state of mind just shatters, and you have to fight to get it back.
So, how do we fix this mess? Well, the first part of the solution is a really cool new open standard that acts like a universal adapter for your entire dev environment. It's called ACP.
So the Agent Client Protocol, or ACP, basically creates a common language that lets any compatible AI agent talk directly to any compatible code editor. Think about that. No more vendor lock-in. You can finally use the agent you actually love, right inside the editor you already know. It's a massive win for developers, and it solves the absolute nightmare of building a million different one-off integrations.
And if you want to understand just how powerful this is, think about the Language Server Protocol, or LSP. LSP totally changed the game for editor tools by creating one single standard for things like code completion. Well, ACP is trying to do the exact same thing, but for AI agents. It's a brilliant idea that's already been proven to work.
Okay, so ACP solves where the agent lives, right inside your editor, which gets rid of all that context switching. Awesome. But what about what the agent can actually do? Well, that's where a second protocol comes into play, the Model Context Protocol, or MCP. And this one is all about giving these agents some serious superpowers.
The Model Context Protocol, or MCP, is what connects an AI agent to the outside world. It gives it a standard way to use external tools, call APIs, and pull in real-time data. You could almost think of it like giving your AI a phone number. All of a sudden, it can call out to get the info it needs to take real action, going way beyond whatever it was trained on. So let's put it all together just to make it crystal clear. The Agent Client Protocol, ACP, is about where the agent lives. It puts it right into your workflow. The Model Context Protocol, MCP, is about what the agent can do. It connects it to tools and data. Together, these two things are the foundation for a whole new, totally open and incredibly powerful AI ecosystem for all of us. Okay, so this all sounds great in theory, but let's make it more concrete. How do these open standards actually turn into something you can use? A perfect example is a tool from Docker called Agent Streak, which uses these ideas to help you build not just one agent, but entire teams of them. And this quote right here gets to the heart of this huge paradigm shift. Instead of one single jack-of-all-trades AI that's constantly having to switch its own mental context, you build a team of specialists. Each agent gets one specific job, and it only focuses on what it does best. And here's what that actually looks like. Imagine you've got a nasty bug. The first agent, let's call it the investigator, dives into the code, looks at the error messages, and figures out the root cause. That's its only job. Once it's done, it doesn't try to fix anything. No, it delegates the task to a second, specialized fixer agent. And this agent's only job is to write clean, targeted code to solve that one specific problem, and maybe even write a test so it doesn't happen again. See? It's a simple but really powerful division of labor. Now, this idea of coordinating multiple agents, this isn't some niche concept. It's part of a massive, fast-growing movement that's happening across the entire AI development landscape. I mean, you can see this trend everywhere you look. Frameworks like LangChain, Microsoft's AutoGen, and crewAI are just exploding in popularity. Now, they all have slightly different approaches, but they all share the same core mission:
building systems to orchestrate teams of AI agents to solve problems that are just way too complex for any single agent to handle on its own.
So, what does this all mean for the future of development? Well, it points to a clear move toward open protocols instead of closed, locked-in systems. It means a world of composable tools where you can pick and choose the best agents for the job. And most importantly, it's about using specialized agent teams instead of a single generalist, all for one big reason: to help developers like us stay in that crucial creative flow state.
So, the big takeaway here is this: the solo AI assistant is evolving. It's becoming a team player. And that leaves all of us with a pretty fascinating question to chew on. Once you can build your very own specialized team of AI agents, what's the first problem you're going to solve?